I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 4P, but this isn't a typical camera review. Let me explain. Before we start, just a quick disclaimer. I paid for this camera myself. DJI didn't send it to me. This isn't a sponsored video, and nobody has reviewed or approved what I am about to say. Today I'm unboxing the Pocket 4P, but what I really want to talk about is why I needed it and why I need a camera that's always with me. And why documenting your journey might be one of the highest ROI habits you can build. Let's open it. Immediately, the first thing I notice is how incredibly compact it is. This easily fits into a jacket pocket. That's exactly what I wanted, because the best camera isn't the one with the biggest sensor, it's the one that's actually with you. Inside the box you get the camera, USB-C accessories and everything you need to start recording almost immediately. The build quality at first glance feels premium. DJI has clearly refined this product, but what makes the Pocket 4P interesting? There are a lot of cameras, so why this one? The biggest reason is actually the dual camera system. Instead of digitally zooming, it has two separate cameras. One is a 20mm wide angle camera with a 1-inch sensor. The other is a dedicated 60mm medium telephoto camera with its own sensor. That means switching between a classic vlog look and a much more cinematic portrait look is just one button press. No changing lenses, no cropping, no carrying extra gear. For someone filming YouTube videos alone like me, that's incredibly useful. The mechanical 3-axis gimbal is another huge advantage. When you're walking, recording yourself, or capturing quick moments during the day, stabilization matters more than most people realize. The footage simply looks professional without needing lots of editing afterwards. Less editing means more publishing, and that's really the theme of this video. Another feature I appreciate is the internal storage. It already includes 100GB built in. Even if you forget your micro SD card, you can still start filming. That's exactly the kind of thoughtful design I like. For creators who enjoy color grading, there's also D-Log 2 with up to 17 stops of dynamic range. But this D-Log 2 is only usable on the wider lens. That gives significantly more flexibility in post-production compared to standard recording. Personally, I probably won't use it every day. My goal is publishing consistently. Sometimes standard color is perfectly fine. If you're a developer, a solopreneur, this video isn't really about this camera. It's about how cameras in general might help you. It's about why most of us never publish. We spend weeks polishing, we redesign our landing page, we rewrite documentation, we keep saying I'll post once it's good enough. And then nothing gets shipped. As developers, we're obsessed with building. We love solving technical problems. But if nobody knows what we're building, it almost doesn't matter. The biggest mistake I see isn't bad code, it's invisible work. Building in public has changed countless careers because people don't just buy products, they buy the story behind them. They follow the progress. They watch failures. They see momentum. That's something I've wanted to do more consistently. Why I bought a separate camera? Of course, I could film everything with my Sony camera or my smartphone. Modern smartphones have incredible cameras, but this isn't about image quality, it's about removing friction. I wanted to separate my phone from my content creation. When I'm recording on my phone, notifications come in. Someone calls, I need Google Maps, I need authentication codes, I need the GitHub app. Having a dedicated camera means my phone stays my phone and my camera is ready to record. Another huge reason is storage. Everything records directly onto a micro SD card. No filling up my phone with hundreds of gigabytes of video. No constantly deleting clips. When I'm done recording, I take the card out, put it into my computer, edit it and keep my phone completely separate. That workflow alone makes me much more productive and more likely to actually create content. Why should developers own a camera? This is probably the most important part of the whole video. If you're building software, start documenting, not because you'll become an influencer, because your future customer trusts transparency. Imagine recording. Today I fixed the authentication. Today I finally launched the payments. Today I got my first customer. Today I shipped version 2. These tiny moments become your marketing. Not polished advertisements, real progress. That's what people connect with. Most people think they need amazing production quality. You don't. You need consistency. Nobody subscribes because your background blur is perfect. People subscribe because they enjoy following your journey. And I hope you enjoy following mine. My biggest lesson is I've realized something over the last few years. Perfectionism is probably the biggest reason projects fail. Not bad ideas, not competition, not lack of funding. Perfectionism. We wait until everything is ready. We wait until the UI is perfect, until the logo is perfect, until onboarding is perfect. And the video is perfect. And then months go by. Nothing ships. The internet rewards consistency much more than perfection. The people who publish every week or almost every week, they outperform the people waiting for perfection. So who is this camera for? If you're a filmmaker shooting commercials, they are probably better tools. If you're carrying a backpack full of lenses, this probably isn't replacing that. But if you're a solo founder, a developer, a solo developer, a freelancer, someone building a SaaS, someone making YouTube videos, someone documenting the startup life, this makes a lot of sense. It's tiny, always ready, and because it's so convenient, you'll probably record 10 times more. That's worth far more than slightly better image quality from a larger camera sitting at home. So yes, this is an unboxing of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4P, but for me it's really an investment in publishing, an investment in building in public, an investment in consistency. The goal isn't to create perfect videos. The goal is to remove every excuse that keeps me from pressing record. I'm committing to documenting my projects, the wins, the failures, the launches, the bugs, everything. And talking about documenting your project journey, I'll link my current projects down in the description below. It's called Matcha Week. If you're building something too, I hope you'll do the same. Let's stop waiting for the perfect time. Let's start shipping.